Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Pokemon, Sonic, Halo. Every fandom has its devout following. Which games are truly deserving? And which games are best viewed from rose-colored glasses? Maybe nostalgia has deceived us. What do you think? Welcome to Video Game Bonanza, a single elimination tournament where we put games head-to-head to see who stands above the rest and who will earn the coveted All-Star title.
Okay folks, the time has arrived. We are through with introductions, and today we're going to jump into our main purpose here at our channel. But first, thank you to all the folks who have shown their support so far. We cannot do this without you. If we are bringing you great value and entertainment, consider liking, subscribing, and ringing that bell for notifications. We want to see everyone get involved here at the channel. Thank you. Today, we're going to be focusing on 3 subjects. First, we'll be revealing our 16-game NES bracket and how our council came to the decision of the seeding. Second, we will be showing you where and how to vote, along with some other voting basics. Third, we will be explaining how our votes are calculated for each matchup. If you have any questions as to how any of this process works, feel free to drop a comment, and we are happy to answer and explain further. Now, without further ado, our first matchup. The number 1 and 16 seed are the highest and lowest ranked games, respectively, among our council, and they will face each other in round 1. Let's reveal. At number 1, we have the platformer Super Mario Bros. 3, and it will face off against the number 16 seed Trog, the Maze arcade game from 1990. The second matchup features the 8 and 9 seeds, and it promises to be a close one. These 2 behemoths are responsible for multi-generational franchises that are still popular to this day. In this tournament, these seeds have been awarded to Final Fantasy I and the one that started it all, the original Super Mario Bros. From 1985. A simple note on brackets: the winner of these first 2 matchups will face off against each other in the quarterfinals. Next up, we have the 4 seed, Super Mario Bros. 2, facing off against our 13 seed, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. 3 matchups, 3 Mario games. Who's making this bracket? Our final battle on the blue side of the bracket will feature the science fiction action platformer game Mega Man 3, which is seeded at number 5. It will also feature the ice hockey legend Blades of Steel, which will represent the number 12 seed, and they will duke it out for a chance to move on to round 2. These 4 matchups on the blue side of the bracket will produce a winner, and that winner will make it to the NES final. Let's move on to the red side of the bracket, located on the right side of the screen here. Our first battle will see the beat-em-up game Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and that's seeded at number 6. It will face off against the number 11 seed, The Guardian Legend, which is a hybrid action-adventure shoot-em-up game. Right below them, we have the 3-14 matchup. At number 3, we have Metroid, another behemoth responsible for amazing future games. It will do battle against the number 14 game with all the thrills and chills, Sweet Home. Moving towards the bottom of red, we have the number 7 seed, legendary shooter Contra, and it will be facing off against the number 10 seed, DuckTales. Join us to see if Bill Reiser and Lance Bean can take down Scrooge McDuck in this epic showdown. Will he Reiser to the occasion, or be Scrooged McDucked? Last but not least, in our very last duel, we have the number 15 seed, Dr. Mario. It is facing off against the number 2 seed, The Legend of Zelda, our final behemoth of the tournament. Now you may be wondering, how were these games generated? Was it by random chance? Actually, no. Yours truly, and 6 others, the VGB Council seeded the games from 1 to 16 in their own opinions, and we averaged out all of our scores to come up with a total. In this case, it is like golf, and a lower number is ideal. If you need to take a moment to pause the screen to see where each member placed votes, please feel free to do so. Remember, be nice. As previously mentioned, we will discuss some rules of voting so that you, the viewer, have a good idea of where, when, and how to vote. If there are any questions after I present these rules, feel free to leave a comment and we will respond as fast as we can. Number 1. Polls will close on Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time. This will give everyone 72 hours to make their voice heard. If you miss the vote, that's okay. You are still eligible to vote in future videos. 2. Please post your votes in the comments section of this video. We will respond to each and every vote that is posted on time so that you know your votes were counted. 3. Please be clear in which games you are voting for. There are 8 total matchups, so at most you would have 8 games in your comment. Try not to write Mario. There are several Mario games in the tournament. Please note, I cannot count your vote if it is unclear as to which game you would like to vote for. 4. You are not required to vote for every matchup. If there is a matchup that you have not played either game, you can by all means abstain. In this circumstance, you would simply put less than 8 games in your comment. 5. Finally, have fun and please be respectful. Thank you so much. Let us discuss how the votes are counted in this tournament. Rather than this tournament being decided purely by popular vote, the votes will be split between our community, our founders, our council, and our members. Each matchup will have 15 electoral votes go towards it, with 8 votes being required for victory. I have included a pie chart to represent what I mean. Let us explain. 1. The community vote is the vote that is happening inside of the comments section. After the 72 hours are over, the votes will be counted and the community winner will receive 5 of the 15 electoral votes. So, for example, if The Legend of Zelda receives 7 votes in the comments, and Super Mario Bros. 2 receives 4 votes in the comments, The Legend of Zelda wins all 5 community electoral votes. Please note that the community vote is the largest piece of the pie. Please make your voices heard. 2. The video game Bonanza Founding Fathers and Council will be awarded 2 electoral votes as a group each. Like the community vote, it's a winner-take-all system, and votes cannot be split. Both the founders and the council are largely responsible for the creation of this channel. 3. Finally, we have 6 members of the channel. These members will receive 1 vote each. Whichever game they decide will receive that vote. If you would like to become a member of the channel, please consider joining our Patreon. We have many different tiers in which members can vote, seed games, or even submit a game to future tournaments. Using this system ensures that every single matchup has 15 votes go towards it. Whether a game wins 15-0 or 8-7, the matchup will always have 15 votes and never end in a tie. A final note is that this is the system that will be used for the NES tournament. And as we grow as a channel, the system is subject to change. Thank you.
Will your game make it to the next round? Find out next time on BGB.